Most over-explaining is not communication, it's threat response. When humans feel socially evaluated, the brain processes it similarly to physical pain. Over-explaining is often a subconscious strategy to reduce that perceived threat. Confident people regulate that threat internally instead of negotiating it externally. Here's what they never feel compelled to explain. 1. Their no. When someone says no and immediately follows it with paragraphs of justification, the subtext is clear. Please don't withdraw approval. Confident individuals tolerate micro-disapproval. They understand something most people resist. Every boundary creates friction. Friction is not wrongdoing. They are not dependent on being perceived as agreeable. A clean no signals internal authority. No over-context, no performance. No apology for self-respect. 2. Their pace. Confident people refuse to operate at other people's emotional speed. They don't. Respond instantly to prove interest. Escalate quickly to prove enthusiasm. Rush decisions to eliminate tension. Speed is often anxiety in disguise. Anxiety wants immediate resolution. Confidence tolerates open loops. Pacing is power. The person comfortable slowing down is rarely the one seeking validation. 3. Their selective availability. They don't over-explain why they aren't constantly accessible. Insecure patterns sound like, "I'm so sorry, I've just been overwhelmed and busy," and confident patterns sound like, "I'll respond when I'm available." No panic, no overcompensation. Availability equals access. Access equals value. They don't dilute their value by over-clarifying absence. They trust that consistency over time builds credibility, not immediate responsiveness. 4. Their emotional regulation. Confident individuals do not defend regulated emotion. They understand what happens neurologically. When emotionally flooded, blood flow shifts away from the prefrontal cortex. Decision-making narrows. Long-term thinking decreases. So they train the pause, stimulus, gap, response. And when they respond calmly, they don't justify the calm. They let it stand, even if others are dysregulated. That stability communicates more than explanation ever could. 5. Their standards. Insecure individuals disguise standards as negotiable preferences to avoid rejection. Confident individuals state them neutrally. Not aggressively, not defensively, neutrally. I value consistency. Clear communication matters to me. No disclaimers. They understand a fundamental social truth. The right people align naturally. The wrong people require convincing. Confident people don't convince. They filter. 6. Their success. As status rises, many people instinctively shrink to reduce social threat. This is status appeasement. They downplay wins. They minimize achievements. They self-deprecate to maintain likability. Confident individuals don't inflate, but they don't shrink either. They allow others to experience discomfort without managing it. Because they are not unconsciously seeking safety through smallness. They understand. Respect sustains longer than appeasement. 7. Their identity. This is the core layer. Low confidence creates externalized identity regulation, constantly adjusting self-concept based on feedback. Confident individuals have internal identity stability. That means criticism is data, not devastation. They don't enter debates about their worth. Because worth that needs defending is not yet internalized, but they don't explain who they are to people committed to misunderstanding them. Here's the deeper pattern. Over-explaining is an attempt to control perception. But perception is never fully controllable. Confidence is not dominance. It is nervous system stability under evaluation. It is the ability to tolerate disapproval, misinterpretation, temporary tension, unresolved perception, without collapsing into self-justification, and the moment you no longer feel compelled to explain everything, your presence shifts. Your words become fewer. Your boundaries become cleaner. Your energy becomes heavier. Because stability is persuasive, and persuasion without anxiety is power.